What's going on, y'all? So welcome back to the channel, and today I got something a little bit different. I'm just wrapping up a strategy session using one of my most favorite tools, whiteboards. I love me some whiteboards, and just trying to get an idea of like what is the content that we want to start producing that we know is going to impact lives.
You know, doing this type of exercise, like we're not just making progress here and knocking that out and done. We're moving this along, and now you're thinking about it the way I'm thinking about it, and you're going to put some time in on it, and I'm going to put some time in, and then we can organize this, and that's going to be good to go.
Yeah.
But then we're also thinking about like what's the message and what's the headline, right? How can we think about these questions right here?
It's almost like you got the people that are coming with something very specific. Like they're trying to solve it.
And which a lot of times are coming through Google to a specific page on your site.
Yeah. So, to find out, like, okay, have you optimized your other asset protection strategy, or other asset protection strategies? Are you side hustle? Just other stuff, to ask these questions.
Yeah. Like these so again, this is an organizational thing, like at the top level.
Yeah.
This I could see, as a headline on a homepage or something like that. But then I can also see it in a sidebar on content where people are coming in through Google for this topic. And this is how we organize like a checklist or questions and link to our other and get them in other places or other CTAs, like you just said.
In this whole strategy session, just thinking back with the channel, the blog, my career as a financial planner, one of the main reasons that people would come to see me as a financial planner in regarding their financial situation, it didn't matter if they were trying to pay off debt, it didn't matter if they had never invested or were trying to increase how much they were investing, or if they were trying to retire. It didn't matter what financial situation that they were in. The commonality that each of these people had was they came to see me to see if they were doing the right thing. They wanted to make sure that a financial expert, financial coach, financial advisor is looking at what they're doing and just giving them an affirmation, confirmation that the financial objectives and goals that they've implemented is helping them achieve what they want to achieve. Like, are they doing the right thing? But for many people, it's hard to identify, are they doing the right thing? Because there is so much information out there, whatever your financial goal is, if you're trying to pay off debt, if you're trying to invest, if you're trying to retire early, you might not know what the right thing is to do because you don't know what that next step is, because there are so many different options that you can have to do that right thing. So to try to figure out what is the next step, the simple next question that you can ask is, what is stressing you out the most? What is that financial thing? What is that money thing that is keeping you up at night? That is, you just cannot stop thinking about it. Every time you're working out, every time that you are watching Netflix, whatever you're doing, you keep thinking about this thing because you just don't know what to do about it. You don't know how to fix it. You don't know how to go away. You don't know how to solve it. So to identify what is that next thing is all right, so what are you stressing out about? And once you identify what is that financial stress, then determining all right, what is the next thing that you need to do? What is the right next step? What is the right next choice? And I feel like debt is a very common thing. That's something that I struggled with, something that stressed me out years ago. And for me, my next step in trying to manage my debt or pay off my debt was I had to do a debt inventory. I had zero clue how much debt I really had. I didn't know how much debt I had. I didn't know what the interest rate was. I didn't know how much I was paying on interest on all that debt. So the first step that I had to do was I had to know how much do I have. So I had to write it all out, write down each debt, the interest rate, what those payments were, and then create some sort of debt payoff strategy. But I couldn't have the strategy, couldn't have the plan without the information, the knowledge of knowing what I was working with or trying to work out. So that first step, that next step for me was just writing it all down. And many people don't even do that. They don't identify what that next step is because they just think about all the different possibilities and they think about, well, they do this and that leads them to this thing and it leads them to this step, and you get lost in all the different options. You start future tripping instead of being in the present, of identifying like, what is the one thing, what is that one next step, what's that next money move that you can control, that you can do, that you can take action on right now. Identify what that is, accomplish it, achieve it, cross it off your list, and then move on to the next thing. And it's one step at a time. It's a day by day type of process. But if you can just focus on that next step, that next thing, then that's how you end up achieving financial independence, financial freedom. But you got to figure out what that next step is, and then you've got to actually take that step. So what's that next step for you? What is that thing right now that's stressing you out, that you cannot stop thinking about it? And maybe you haven't really thought about what that next step is, but I challenge you to right now is to figure out, what is that next step? What do you need to do? Write it down, and most importantly, take action. And if you're brave enough, share in the comments, what is that next step that you're going to do, that you're going to cross off your list, that you are going to enjoy when you get it done? Share in the comments below so we can hear and share in the excitement that you have. All right, y'all, hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, this is Jeff Rose reminding you that it's your money, it's your life, and only you can make it awesome. Peace.